So this is going to be a pretty quick video on just naming ionic bonds, because naming ionic bonds is actually quite simple, and there's not much to it. Just to recap, ionic bonds is between a metal and a nonmetal. So if you watched my previous video on covalent bonds, covalent bonds are between two nonmetals, and ionic bonds are between a metal and a nonmetal. I know I say that a lot, but just make sure you guys understand that metals are on the left side of this staircase, and a nonmetal is on the right side of the staircase. And naming ionic bonds, so naming is actually a lot easier, because you actually don't need to change any of the prefixes or anything like that. So let's pick in a compound. Let's say calcium CaI2. How you want to look at this, again, all the bonds that we're talking about are binary compounds. So binary means that you have two things. And if you look at this, you do have two things, because you can separate this into two sides, one on the left, one on the right. Look at your periodic table. Ca is 2 plus. I, for one of them, is 1 minus. So that's why you need two of these ones to make your CaI2. How do we name this? It's easy. For naming ionic bonds, you name the first positive one first, calcium. Do you need to change the word calcium to anything? No. Second one, your negative one, which is your iodine, but we just need to change the last three words or letters to iodine. That's it. Do you need prefixes? No. Simple as that. That's your naming ionic bonds. Let's try another one. Li2S. So to recap this, how I got this, Li is 1 positive, so sulfur is 2 negative. And I need to balance these charges out, so I need two of these ones, so that's why it's Li2S. So how do I name this? I named the first one exactly the same, so that's my lithium element. Sulfur. I use sulfur, but change the ending to sulfide. Doesn't matter if I have one or two, my ending is still IDE. For lithium, I have two lithiums. I don't even need to do a dilithium. That's it. So make sure you are be able to recognize your ionic bond first. Okay, is it an ionic bond? Because if you don't do that, then you could name all this stuff all wrong. So make sure you're identifying that, hey, this one's a metal, this one's a non-metal. Bam, ionic bond. So that's good. To give you a last example, oh, I have too many over there. Let's think about cesium, and let's see, I don't know if this actually even exists, but nitrogen. This should be CS3N. Cesium is 1 plus, nitrogen is 3 minus. So you need 3 of these cesiums to bind with 1 nitrogen. How do I name this? It's easy. Cesium stays exactly the same. I don't even care if there's 3. It stays exactly the same. Nitrogen, I don't care how many I have. I'm just going to change nitrogen to nitride. And that's it. Okay, so naming ionic bonds, make sure you understand how to name, how to identify if it is ionic bond or not. And that's the key. So first element stays the same, and the second one always contains the IDE ending, and you don't need prefixes. That's it. So try some practice questions, and I'm sure you'll find this not too bad. So have a great day.